Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ninja Joe Plays Minecraft here in my single player world survival colony. Thanks so much for tuning in again, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for giving my videos a try. I really appreciate it, and I do hope that you will like this video and hit the thumb and subscribe and do all that good stuff if you are so inclined. So last time, guys, we worked on this area over here. We laid out some awesome wool everywhere as kind of some planning lines for some large builds, some organizational areas, basically the central hub of what will be the colony base. Pretty excited about this. It's stuff that's really hard to kind of show you guys, but it's definitely exciting for me. And also, we built this sugarcane farm over here, which uses a flying machine, something I had never done before, and so far the sugarcane machine has worked out pretty well, pretty good. So today, folks, what we are going to be getting up to is, let's check our planning board here. I don't think I'm going to make any other farms today. I'm not going to make any new ones, but I do want to work on this interconnection and automation plan. It is something I've been working on between episodes, and it's not something that's really easy to explain or easy to show you guys at this stage because it's all very abstract and weird and in my brain. But what I can do is take you into my redstone testing world and show you something that I've been working on. Hey guys, I just want to make one quick stop before we get over to the redstone testing world. I talked a little bit about this last time, and I just wanted to kind of go over the sort of broad strokes of what I'm thinking about and what we're about to see and what it does, and just to try and simplify the idea down for everybody and kind of get a grasp of the kind of automation that I want to include in the base. So here's what we have. I have this, super simple like little marker board drawing. So what we have here is basically we have a couple of farms. So we'll call this farm 1 over here. We'll call this farm 2 over here, and then we're going to have another place, and this is not going to be a central storage system or an item sorter or any of the normal Minecraft fare. We're going to have something different, and I've been calling these workshops, just for lack of a better term. So we'll have a separate building, a separate facility, and what's going to happen is we're going to have a farm, and we're going to have items coming out of that farm, and we're going to send them underground via iceways to a different part of the base where they will arrive at a workshop, right? And then we'll have a similar thing. Here's another farm. We'll have goods coming along, and they're going to come over to the workshop. So when I show up, there's little Ninja Joe. When I show up to the workshop, I'm ready to make some whatevers, some rockets or maps or whatever, anything that can be made from the farms, from the materials that we're producing. I'll come to the workshop, and the supplies that I need from far-flung farms will already be there waiting for me. So a good example, I think I used this last episode when I sort of talked about this idea, might be firework rockets, right? I use tons of those now that I have elytra. So if this is the creeper farm over here, so we're getting gunpowder out of this farm, so this is gunpowder coming along here, and over here this is what else do we need? We need paper, so this would be the sugarcane farm that we just made over here, so that would be sending sugarcane and gunpowder over here. And in the workshop I would do two things. I would do a manual craft. I would convert the sugarcane into paper, and then I would take the gunpowder and convert that and the paper into the firework rockets. So the point is, even though the gunpowder farm and the sugarcane farm are very far from each other, they're going to be transporting the items automatically to the place where I need them. Hey guys, welcome to my redstone testing world. This contraption right here and right over there, these are the things that we're going to be having a look at today. So this right here is basically, this would represent a farm, okay? So if we had a farm producing some kind of material, it would be coming into the storage system, and this is the kind of storage system where it trickles all the way down to the bottom chest. So we wouldn't have things, you know, in this chest up here and down here. It will pull them all the way down, and that's an important feature to make sure that this system functions as it should. Okay, so farm system here, and we have in our farm gold bars is what we're using as an example item today. So here's the storage system, and then if you remember in the little marker drawing that we were just looking at, our little concept design, this would be the workshop. Okay, so I might come over here and I'm saying, well, I want to make, I don't know, gold shovels or something. Well, to do that I need gold. And look, we have a shulker box of gold waiting for us right here. Now, I have made the design decision that I don't want all the gold from the farm coming here. I want just the right amount. And in this case, the right amount is one shulker box full. Now, this could be 2 shulker boxes, or it could be a couple of double chests, or whatever I decide. But in this example scenario, we're going to say 1 double chest is enough. You know, if I'm making something like rockets and this is all gunpowder, that's quite a bit. I can make a lot of rockets, so I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, so we have a couple of lights here. Basically, if there's anything at all in that shulker box, the first light comes on. If there's 2 to 26 stacks in it, give or take, the second light is on, and if it's completely full, then the third light is on. Okay, so basically empty, somewhere in the middle, and then full. And we got a little bit of indicator lights there. So what we have here is the workshop, and the thing I think that really sets this apart from most storage systems and things like that is most storage systems are going to take whatever you have here, send it off to your storage system, right? Just send the lot, everything you got, and then wherever your storage system is, hey, just make sure you have a lot of storage, right? Well, I don't want to do that. I want the whole lot of storage to be at the farm, and then if the workshop needs 1 shulker's worth of gold bars, that's all that's going to send. I say all, give or take, because the system has a built-in buffer. In this case, right now, in the buffer, we have a couple of stacks up here, so, and that's fine. But it's not like it's sending, you know, 8 double chests worth over here. Okay, so it's going to be within reason. Okay, so how do we do this? First of all, the workshop might be several chunks away from the farm, maybe 8, 10, maybe even 15 chunks away. So we're going to send items from the farm via water streams, and this I imagine will be all kind of underground. So items will go on the water streams through many chunks and come over here. And that's why I've kind of designed this with like this water elevator, right? So imagining that this is the underground layer, and then items come up this water stream and go through a little typical kind of thing here, and end up in the shulker right there. So that's how the items get here. But the real key to this system, and you guys don't know it, but that's a pun. The real key to this system is telling the farm, hey, I have enough. Stop sending more. I have enough. Quit sending me gold bars. So how do we do that? I played around with a couple different ideas, redstone lines and all kinds of different things. And because I want this system to work over many chunks, and you can see here I've been doing some long chunk testing, I decided that the safest way to do this, I think the most reliable way to do what I'm trying to do, is to actually send keys from the workshop over to the farm. And when I say keys, I mean specifically 1 key that tells the system, the farm, to send more gold bars, and then another key that says, hey farm, stop sending me gold bars. So if I look in this dropper right here, we've got a little item right there called send key. Okay, so what's going on here is when we need more gold bars, the send key will get pooped out of the system. It'll go through a water stream, and it'll come over here to the farm. You notice we don't have 1 item stream here, we have 2, okay? And they're going in opposite directions. That's very important. So we have a way to send items from the workshop over to the farm. And so if we look over here right now, we've got a mirrored set of stations over here for stop sending me gold bars and send me gold bars. So currently the system, the key that's here is the stop key. So the system is not sending any gold right now. And that is as it should be, because if we fly over here again and have a look in our shulker box, we're full up. We don't need any. Okay, so you guys ready to see how this is going to work? We're going to do it right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach in here. I'm going to take out 1 stack of gold bars. Notice the light went off. It is no longer full. And now I've got to hurry now because the key is probably already left. I'm looking for it. There goes. See the bubbles? Bubbles. There goes the key. Boop, boop, boop. And there it went into this, and there it went into the system. And now this redstone line is active. And if we look over here, got a little pooper machine here, and it is pooping out gold. And I'm putting it into this cobweb here so that the items kind of clump up and we don't have like a stream of gold bars. It's sort of sending them in clumps of 10 and 15, which I think will just be, it's less entities. It's just a little bit better that way. So you can see the gold bars are now flowing. They're flowing. They're going along the item stream. Where are they? There it goes. There they go. Oh, look, there's a key. Or was that gold bar? What's happened? Oh, the send key is back. Oh, you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. While we were looking at all that, it filled up. And it said automatically, stop sending me gold bars. I don't need any more. So it stopped sending them. Now there's still a few trickling in. There's definitely a delay involved. And the delay is definitely relative to how long a water stream this is. So if this is 20 chunks away from each other, you're going to have a bit more delay than if it's 5 chunks away from each other. So it basically travels at the speed that the keys go back and forth and that sort of thing. And I've toyed around with some other ideas where we can minimize that delay. As a matter of fact, if I want to, one feature I have already built into this system is this pressure plate right here. If I know I have to change out maybe the shulker to an empty shulker, or I just want to grab 1 stack, or I need to manipulate in any way these and I don't want the system to run, I can actually stand on this pressure plate and it actually locks the system. So now I could go into this shulker box and mess around with stuff and it wouldn't actually send keys around. So I do have that built in. I have that option. That was pretty easy to do. So guys, that is the general idea of the system and how it's going to work. It doesn't seem like much. It's quite a bit of redstoning, and I probably don't have like maybe the smartest wiring in the world. I'm a bit old school when it comes to wiring up things, but I'm working my way through it. I've definitely learned a lot just from making this thing and laying out all of this circuitry and stuff like that. If anybody wanted an in-depth tutorial on how I've done that, I could certainly do it, but I am not a redstone guy, so while I could show you guys the intricacies of this, I will only do that if a bunch of people request it. I would certainly oblige if that were the case. But otherwise, I'd rather just sort of stick to the broad strokes of how it works and not get into the nitty-gritty. A couple details I will tell you is that the key system is decided by this redstone line right here. As you can see, there's redstone is getting fainter and fainter as it comes down here. And when it gets to this block right here, this is the important block. See, I put it right here. I put a sign on it. Threshold block, signal strength measured here. So if the signal reaches here, it says, don't give me any gold. But if it doesn't make it here, then it says, I have enough. Don't give me any gold. So that's the idea. That's what the logic of what's going on here. It all comes down to this block right here. Alright guys, well you know what, here's the plan for the rest of this episode. I want to set up a system in the survival colony world like this. I want to get one of these systems installed because it works here in the redstone world, but will it work in, I was going to say the real world, but will it work in my actual survival world? We shall see. Well guys, it is the wee hours of the morning here, and I have been toiling and toiling on this project. Oh boy, this is kind of, I don't want to say beast, it's not quite as time consuming as some other things that I've done, but it's very, what's the word, persnickety. You gotta be very careful not to make mistakes or this will not work. So like anything technological, the tolerances for failure are small. So let me jump into my camera account. That's going to make it way easier for me to show you what I've been up to. So guys, I'm hovering over the bay here, and you can see I have placed a little redstone contraption down here on the coast. This is where a workshop will be, and delivered to this location will be string. The idea being that I am going to bring some fishermen villagers over here and make this a little trading station for string. So I didn't want to, because this is sort of a test version, a proof of concept if you will, I didn't want to do anything like a critical system like iron or gunpowder, anything like that. I wanted to pick something that if it doesn't work real well or I make mistakes, then I'm not going to be all getting crazy about it. So I've placed this right on the edge of the coast here, and we're going to have maybe a little dock or something like that. Basically, we'll give it a little bit of fishing theme to it, I think. And so we have right here, we have this chest, or this shulker, I should say. This is the shulker where string will be delivered to. You can see I've named this shulker string. There's currently none in here. The system has not yet been tested. We're going to test this live on camera and see how it works. Now in the redstone testing world, these lights, these indicator lamps, they work on this side, they were on the right. Now I've opted for the left here, mainly because of the water, and it's kind of overall a little too close to the water. I kind of poofed on that one. So let's jump into this now. There's currently nothing flowing through it. You can see here, this is the lamp circuitry, and you could see in the previous clips I dug out a fair amount of ground here for everything. So this is a lot of the circuitry, and you remember in the redstone world we talked about the decider point where things happen, and if you can see this iron block right here, that is the critical block. Currently signal's not getting down here, so the system is in send mode, which is off of this torch right here, sending that signal down, telling the system, hey, we want string, because if you recall, in the shulker up there, there's no string, so the system wants string currently. So let me just back up here. You can get a good idea of the kind of scale of this thing. I am sending all these redstone signals all the way down here to basically Y11. The idea being that I'm going to have these tunnels everywhere, and you can see one here. It's really easy to see in the spectator mode that my camera account is in.
we're going to have a lot of these waterways, and I feel like I don't want them up high, like just under the surface, because if I dig down under a building, I'm going to run into this stuff. So I'm going to go and take the extra effort to basically extend these redstone lines all the way from the surface, all the way down, and put all of this circuitry. You can see all the control circuitry is down here at the bottom. So here's our send key circuit and our stop key circuit, and I can tell by looking at this that the stop key is currently here because this stuff right here is lit up. I know that the stop key is here, and let's see if we have a little look in this dropper. We should find the stop key, and there it is. And if we look in this one, the send key is not here, it's at the other end. Yep, no send key, it's down at the other end. So just on an initial pass, things seem to be as they should be. Now what this will do when we start sending string through it is another matter. We have our double waterway bringing string here, and also bringing the keys back when they need to come back. And this is the water stream right here that sends the keys down to the other end. Now you might be wondering, where's the other end? What's going on there? So let's fly down and have a look. I'm sure some of you might have questions about why I have put my waterways in spruce wood. This is something I like to do anywhere there's a danger that I might accidentally mine into a critical system, be a redstone or in this case a waterway. I like to use wood because if you hit that with your pickaxe, you're mining really fast, maybe you have a beacon or something. When your pickaxe hits that wood, it's not going to immediately break it. You've got a second or two to go to let off the mouse button and go, hey, whoa, hey, stop that. All right, so here we are at the other end. This is the receiving end for the key system. Send and stop. So the send side is currently sending that redstone signal out, and over here and up, going up another big shaft that I bombed out here, and going right up to this storage system. And as a matter of fact, you can see here is the little dropper, just like in the redstone testing world. The dropper kind of poops that stuff out right into a little cobweb, and then that stuff falls down into the water stream. And this is not currently running. This is not currently, this should be blinking, going click, 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 and pooping stuff out. But in the storage system we have up here, hey Ninja. In the storage system we have up here, there's actually nothing in it, so it's got nothing to poop out at the moment. Oh man, alright, so guess where we are? We are at the cave spider's farm. You remember this? I'm sure you remember this. This is where I come to get XP, to repair my tools, and it looks like there's some creepers. Oh my god, look at that. A zombie spawned with a pumpkin on its head. Is that because today's Halloween? I'm recording this on Halloween. That's funny. Can you guys see that? It might be too dark in here for you guys to see that. So anyway, I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna load this thing up with some string, and we're gonna watch it work. So here we go. Alright guys, so here we are at the storage system. I'm gonna load all of the string that I've been collecting as I've used this farm into there. As you can see, I've made this storage system here where it could kind of maybe have another one right here, so maybe a symmetrical set of storage chests here. So in the future I might come back in here and make a spider eye storage system, so right here where these shulkers are, and it would look just like this. So this is going to be string on this side. Alright, so here we go. There we go. You know what, let's actually, I'm not going to put it in the top. I'm going to go ahead and put it straight into this bottom chest. Alright, there it goes. That has lit up. Let's just do a little quick check over here and see if we see it coming down. Yes, this is functioning. You can see the string bunching up there in the cobweb, and it's going to start to fall any second now. there goes the first batch. Boop, there they go. All right, string is going. So here we are, guys. I can see some string already coming in, and the lighting system, at least the first lamp, seems to be working, telling us that we've got something in the shulker box. And look at there, we've already got a stack and a bit of string. I'm just gonna cruise down here now and we'll just have a look and make sure everything is looking good. That would be great if this this redstone mechanism works right out of the gate with no problems. That will be awesome. So this looks as it should be. The stop key is currently here, which means the send key is at the other end. Obviously it is because string is coming in. So the real test of this system is going to be when that shulker gets full, it should automatically turn itself off. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for that to happen. Alright guys, we're coming in on the home stretch here. Looks like it's just about to be filled up. I have noticed we have an issue with our lights over here. I've been watching these. So these are not quite working correctly. This light just came on as it was almost full, which is not what I want. So I think I've done something a little wrong there, but alright, we're gonna pop out of this and go. There we go. Let's go and see what we can see. Alright, I'm gonna just zip down here. Alright, so string's still coming in. That doesn't surprise me. There's going to be a delay. The stop key has left. It is currently in transit. Let's see if we could catch up with it here. See string. It's going to be really hard to see that key in this water stream, I think. Especially me rushing like this. But let's come over here. Check that. Okay, well, I think we beat the key here. Oh, it just went off. It just went off before our eyes. That turned off. So if we look in here, the stop key is here, and that went off. And the send key is no longer here, so it's presumably on the way back. And this thing, let's see. Now it's going to continue to poop out all the string. Probably because there's so much. Let's see, how full is this thing? Can I click this dropper? There we go. Yeah. There we go. So that's going through, that's going through. Okay, so one of these hoppers here is probably just has a lot of string in it, I'm thinking, because it should be off now. It's still going. Well guys, I found the issue here. It's kind of a bad configuration of hoppers. I didn't realize I was doing it because I was sort of underneath of things, but I put this hopper right here. I put this hopper right here underneath of that chest. Well, this is the hopper that locks right there, but yeah, this would still just pull his string out. That's just a dopey move on my part. Back up. There we go. Okay, so now when this locks, it's going to lock both of those. And then this one is free. That is a free hopper. That one will just go. But presently, everything is locked. So I put these emergency torches in here. So I know we can get rid of that one. That's not doing anything. I think we can now get rid of this one, and we should still be locked. Yes, nothing is moving. Alright guys, so just one more check here. Looks like we've got all the string we could need, and down here at the key system, everything seems to be working. Surprisingly few problems here. Yep, the send key is currently here, which means the stop key is not. The stop key is at the other end. The system is currently stopped. It is working. It is working and working well. I am really happy. As far as a proof of concept, I think this has gone really well. Really well. I think next episode we'll get into the decorative build here and maybe bring over some villager fishermen, which will be its own pain in the buttocks. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you found it interesting. It was certainly a challenging redstone build for me, both figuring it out in the creative world and also implementing that here in survival colony world, you know? And also, I mean, this just goes to show that if you take the time to design something in creative, it really minimizes the amount of problems you have when building it in your survival world. I mean, we basically only have we had two minor things go wrong with the farm. One being that little hopper issue that we just fixed, but also you can see the lights there over my shoulder. I'm gonna have to look into those. That middle light is not quite operating as it should be. So, but I think that might actually be all the way from the design in the redstone testing world. I think I'm gonna check it, but I think it's broken there too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you like the direction that this series is going. So please come back again and check out next episode as we delve further into this wonderful space colony themed world that we're building. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button, and also, you know, hey, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think of all this sort of stuff. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Catch y'all in the next one.